One of the most important things for anyone to know and understand about narcissists that are underestimating just how crucial this is to grasp in its entirety and why it makes narcissists far more dangerous than most realize is one of the biggest mistakes that we all make when dealing with or trying to make sense of them. Because how narcissists have come to earn their title of being masters at manipulation, and what sets them apart from being just some sleazy con artist isn't just because of their exceptional ability to be able to deceive and manipulate even the most intelligent and confident individuals, including psychiatrists, detectives, and judges, and has absolutely nothing to do with their truly being smarter, wittier, or clever, but is something far darker. Because just as they do not think and behave to that of the average person, and how they view themselves, others, and the world is from a completely different lens than most, seeing others as nothing more than an object or something that can provide them a service, coupled with their delusions of grandeur, outlandish sense of entitlement, and utilitarian mindset. So they not only feel like they have the right to do whatever they damn well please, but they too feel like they are in the right for doing it. Because over yonder on Fantasyland Island, they are the only person of existence and the only thing of importance, and where most are compelled to have connections and have this underlying desire to bond or have a sense of belonging with others. Narcissists don't. At least not in the same manner. Belonging to a narcissist means yo ass belongs to me. And that includes owning everything from your ideas, thoughts, achievements to every material item you possess, and see bonding not from the context as to form a connection or have closeness with another, but from the other meaning of bond as in a way to restrain or restrict someone's freedom, holding them captive like a prisoner or to prevent them from escaping. Because narcissists couldn't give two shits about mutual understanding, reciprocity, equality, fairness, nor do they desire closeness or connection. What narcissists desire is power, control, and to win at all cost. And because of their black and white mentality way of thinking, they will stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to see to it that they win. Because control is everything to a narcissist. Unlike regular con artists who just want their payout, narcissists want full domination and will go to extreme lengths to be in control of their environment and the people within it, whether it is within their relationships, the workplace, or social circles. Because narcissists do not just reserve playing their mind games with those they dupe into coming back to their torture hut so that they can suck the life from their being with what feels like undergoing some kind of voodoo psychological lobotomy. Oh no. Narcissists will manipulate anyone as long as there is something in it to benefit them or as a way to maintain control, power, or domination, and constantly are looking for ways to manipulate the situation to one-up you, to outmaneuver, or yank the rug of achievement right out from underneath of you because they feel it is their right. And though they absolutely believe and perceive themselves as being smarter, faster, stronger, and more clever, the scariest part of it all is that they really don't have to be smarter to play someone for a fool or to gain the advantage. They just need the ruthlessness of a honey badger to be able to lie without hesitation, and the persistence of 10 billion fire ants to keep selling this lie until you believe it. And narcissists absolutely do. Because lying to them comes as natural as breathing. They can cry on cue, fake sincerity, regurgitate your words back to you on command like some kind of demonic glorified parrot, come off and appear like they share the same interests, values, and outlook on life. They can shapeshift and morph themselves into any persona need be that will suit best for any social situation and present with an image that will best suit their goals in what they're trying to take advantage of whoever it is in front of them at any given moment, and will take their fabrication to such elaborate and ludicrous extremes that most wouldn't dream of or consider that anyone else would have the balls to do so, with such conviction and charisma that these outlandish narratives and lies seem more credible than the truth. They don't second guess themselves or become wrapped up in the worry that someone may not believe this bullshit they're selling, or how they would feel about it after on any kind of intrinsic level. And it is within this genuine, legitimate, and wholeheartedly not giving a single fuck how you truly feel or what you think about them. I'm talking about not having a single fuck to give about anyone, not their mother, their father, their children, their siblings, their aunt, their teacher, the bus driver, or the milkman. Not anyone. Not ever. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. They 100% do not give a F about anybody but themselves. That makes narcissists extremely dangerous and extremely good at manipulating others. And it is so hard, especially due to the fact that these are interpersonal relationships, and we struggle with accepting at the full face value that they never cared, that it wasn't love, that they were never the person that we thought they were, and they're not going to one day wake up and regret what they've done. Not just because they don't know how to show it right, they're insecure, too deathly afraid of being rejected, or are scared of love. It is because they legitimately do not give a fuck and are wanting to give others the benefit of the doubt, or hold on to this belief that there must be some good in everybody, when the truth of the matter is narcissists do not operate on the same emotional field. They are playing psycho mental twister, while we are playing maybe if I love them enough, they will change, thinking that love, compassion, empathy is just the ticket, or some kind of magical band-aid that is going to fix the problem, rather than seeing it for the manipulation or recognizing the fact that in order for compassion, empathy, love, or any of it to work, one would need to appreciate these things in the first place, and narcissists don't. And no amount of love in the world is going to get through to them or help them any more than therapy. There is not 1 out of 100 narcissists that show up at the psychiatrist office in hopes to receive their official diagnosis. And the reality is, most don't ever get diagnosed because they are there due to either a family member taking their ass there, or because they have gotten themselves into some kind of legal trouble. You can guarantee they are going to put on their best performing act to either come off as the victim, fake self-awareness, and their want to change so that they can then turn around and use these therapeutic jargons on their victims later, or paint you out to be the monster. And whether they have a PhD or specialize in NPD or not, this is not the type of thing that is going to get picked up on in the most efficient or effective manner in a psychiatrist office. Because seriously, and realistically, we're talking about a disorder of someone who thinks and behaves in ways that most can't even imagine or even believe exist. Trying to get a diagnosis based off the information from the responses to their question during a 30-minute session once a week with a diabolical, pathologically lying, shape-shifting con artist who has devoted their life in remaining in a perpetual state of denial from anything that pertains pertains to reality and the truth, essentially self-inducing themselves into a state of psychosis so they can carry on with their fantastical conjurings and delusions of grandeur, while at the same time avoiding accountability, responsibility like the plague, and have more manipulative tricks up their sleeve than David fucking Copperfield and Houdini combine, and fictitiously believe that they are faster, smarter, stronger, and more superior than any man, woman, or creature who has ever walked this here green earth, and as such are entitled to do whatever they damn well please. To which some of their favorite hobbies and pastimes include gaslighting, blame shifting, projecting their issues onto others, playing the victim, throwing people under the buses for their crimes, leading double lives, manufacturing unnecessary chaos, and relentlessly jabbing others with their mental cattle prod till they either elicit reactive abuse or have brain fucked them into the pavement without batting an eyelash or thinking twice about it. There is not a snowball's chance in hell is going to gather valid information or any kind of open, honest history in order to make a clear determination if this person meets specific qualifications to accurately be diagnosed for any fucking thing, let alone narcissistic personality disorder. Because you cannot even begin to grasp the nature of these individuals or their behaviors in a 30-minute session once a week, or truly without them being monitored 24/7, how they behave and act in the outside world and within their interpersonal relationships, and has created such a dangerous blind spot in society, and undermining again the severity of how these individuals legitimately do not give a fuck and have a total disregard for others, and allows narcissists to continue escaping accountability, making victims less believed, more likely to be blamed, and has aided in this false hope or thinking that there's going to be some treatment plan that can fix them, leading to their remaining trapped in these trauma bonds. Every time we think that the narcissist must have felt something real at some point, or try to personalize anything that happened within the relationship, it just re-triggers these neural pathways that have formed due to the prolonged abuse and sends us right back down that rabbit hole and keeps these bonds and chains that they have formed from their psychological imprisonment to carry on and keep you locked within it till you are able to face this with radical acceptance in its entirety and recognize as much of a personal attack as they try to make it. It truly isn't personal. The same outcome would have happened regardless of who it was, and stop trying to make sense of them or humanizing their behaviors, because there's nothing to make sense of outside of they are what they are, and it's out of your control. You did not create the monster, and it ain't your job to tame the beast, because you can't. And when you finally let go and stop going down that rabbit hole is truly the secret and the key in breaking this trauma bond, as it no longer feeds this neural pathway that is established from the abuse, and replacing it with things that make you feel safe, things that boost your confidence, and things that focus on you. And the moment you are able to fully accept that they never cared, it wasn't love, and it never will be, is the moment that you stop needing them to. Because the reality of it is, they are never going to be what you want, and are not even close to what you deserve. And by cutting their ass off and them out of your life and out of your head, and accepting it with full face value that they are nothing more than a two-timing, manipulative, diabolical, pathologically lying, double standard douchebag that ain't good for nothing except crazy making your mind, sucking the life from your being, and causing you suffering, marks the beginning of when you can get your life back. Because I can assure you, there are a billion better things to do in your life than spend another second with these deplorable meat sacks, taking advantage of you so they can keep their head lodged up the ass of Fantasyland and would be better off sitting in a corner with a puppet and a goldfish than you would with these evil creatures. Dig deep. Remember who you are. Take back your life because you can't take them with you if you want to survive. Leave them in the past where they belong because, well, off is where they can fuck. Fight for you. Choose you. Focus on you. Fuck the narcissist, or whatever you want to call them.